Yes. So, see, we will discuss what are the properties of each and every group. And in the last class, if you remember, we have discussed something called as periodic properties. Did you remember what are periodic properties? The properties which can be explained based upon the position of element in the periodic table, whether it is present on the left side of periodic table, whether it is present on the right side, whether it is present at the bottom of the group, whether it is present at the first of the group. So there are some properties which can be explained based upon the position of the element in the periodic table. Such properties are called as periodic properties. Did you remember the periodic properties? What is the first periodic property we have discussed? Atomic size. The size of an atom is a periodic property. We can explain based upon the position of element in the periodic table. For example, we have discussed as we move down the group, number of shells are increasing, right? Therefore, what happens to atomic radius? The distance from the nucleus to the last shell, what happens to the radius? It increases. As the number of shells are increasing, atomic radius will increase. So down the group, what happens to atomic size, the size of the atom? It increases.
Yes.
As the size of the atom increases, yes, as the size of the atom increases, we can easily, the distance from the nucleus to the last electron, the last shell, valence shell will be far, will be more. The distance will be more. If the distance is more, the nuclear force of attraction will be, what will be attractive force between electron and nucleus? If the distance, the electron is far from nucleus, the force of attraction between nucleus and electron will be very less, right? If the attractive force is less, we can easily remove the electron. So what is the energy required to remove the electron called as?
Ionization energy.
Ionization energy. So as we move down the group, ionization
energy is low.
decreases, right? And all the elements, for as we move from left to right, all the elements on the left side are metals, and as we move towards right, the non-metals will be occurring, the non-metals will be placed. So metallic property also, metallic and non-metallic properties are also periodic property. We can just see the position of element and we can say whether it is metal or non-metal.
As we move left to right, the non-metallic property increases. Huh?
Yes, non-metallic property increases. And what is the nature of metals? We know all the metals are electropositive and non-metals are electronegative. So can we summarize that as we move from left to right, the metallic property... Yes, Taushik.
As we move the left to right, the electropositivity it decreases, electronegativity increases.
Yes, electropositive nature decreases and electronegative nature will increase. Right? Now, coming to each and every group, some names has been allotted. There are some names given to the elements. So those we'll see now, each and every group. The first group elements are called as alkali metals. I repeat, the first group elements are called as alkali metals. Children, you have to learn all the first group elements. As we have mentioned in the previous class, hydrogen does not belong to first group. It is placed above first group because it is having one electron, one valence electron. So what are the first group elements? Lithium, sodium, what is K?
Potassium.
Potassium and RB.
Rubidium
and CS
Cesium. Scanner.
Cesium. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and
Excuse
francium.
me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you tell everyone to mute their mic because there is a lot of...
Yes. Please all of you mute.
First,
Mute
you mute your mic.
Manas, please don't fight over here. You shut up.
Okay. Okay. So the first group elements are called as alkali metals, right? By the name itself, we can say that their nature is they are metallic. And why are they called as alkalis? What are alkalis? Can anyone explain? This also
Ma'am, they are
study in your 8th standard.
bases which are soluble in water.
Yes, again, Rohan.
Ma'am,
They have
bases
one
soluble
metal.
in water.
Very good. The bases which are soluble in water are called as alkalis. So lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium, when we dissolve them in water, they form hydroxides. I repeat, when we dissolve, when we keep these metals, the solid metals into water, they will convert into hydroxides. Lithium will form lithium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, rubidium hydroxide, and cesium hydroxide. So all these hydroxides are soluble in water. They will be dissolved in water. So the hydroxides are bases. The
Francium.
Sorry. Francium also dissolves, but francium is radioactive element. It does not exist in a stable solid state. It is radioactive.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so all the first group elements, when dissolved in water, they form hydroxides, and these hydroxides are soluble in water. Therefore, they are called as alkali metals. Clear? What is the valency of all these elements?
One.
One. They are having one valence electron, so the valency is 1. Right? What type of compounds do they form?
Ma'am,
What type of compounds do they form?
Ionic.
They form ionic
Ionic.
compounds. Since they are electropositive in nature and valency is 1, they form ionic compounds. And all these elements are soft, silvery, and shining metals. We have learned in your lower grades that sodium and potassium,
Yes,
they
ma'am.
can be even cut even by knife also. They are so soft metals. Okay, and all these elements, the first group elements, are very reactive, especially with water. So can you write the first group element reaction with water? Lithium plus water. Complete the equation.
Lithium hydroxide plus oxygen.
Lithium hydroxide plus oxygen. Are you all able to follow? Girls, are you all able to follow?
Yes.
Yes. So the first group elements, they are called as alkali metals. They are electropositive in nature. Their valency is 1. They form ionic compounds. Since they form ionic compounds, they easily conduct heat and electricity. Okay. Now, the basic thing you have to understand is, among all the elements in periodic table, the first group elements are most electropositive. The highest electropositivity will be for first group elements. And among all these first group, cesium is having highest electropositive nature. That means it can easily remove the electron. It easily forms the positively charged cation.
Ma'am, what about francium?
Francium is radioactive. It does not exist as solid only. It is so reactive that it generally will decompose to release radioactive substance compounds. Is it clear? So can we say that among all the elements, cesium is most electropositive element?
Yes.
Right? Clear? So the first group elements, you have to by heart all these elements in order up to cesium. So what are the first group elements? Uttirna, tell me first group elements. Uttirna.
एक शॉटगन अपने टीममेट को दे देते तो शायद यहाँ पे उनकी जान बच सकती थी, लेकिन अब इनको मुक्के पड़ने लग गए हैं. He has been killed by fist and I wonder where the teammate
Ma'am,
is.
some sound is coming.
सात्विक
Yes.
मारने की कोशिश कर रहे थे. शॉटगन
Who
आई.
is that?
Yes, ma'am.
Uttirna.
मैं उतरना.
Utirna.
Yes,
Uttirna.
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 Then,
Ma'am is watching some video.
Yes, I can find it out. Huh? Yes, Uttirna.
Yes, Utirna, please stop the video.
What is
Utirna,
Just
please.
concentrate.
yes, Uttirna.
Are you watching? You mess.
Yes. Okay, Kushi, tell me what are the yes, Uttirna? Huh? Uttirna.
I'm
Yes.
not watching any video.
Tell
I'm
me
not
what are the
watching any
first
video.
group elements? What are the first group elements? Quick.
Ma'am, Uttirna is telling that he is not
Yes,
watching
ma'am.
any video.
Ma'am, he has sent a message on the chat saying that he is not watching any videos. So sad.
Okay, I don't want to waste the time. Kushi, tell me what are the first group elements?
Shotgun.
Lithium,
Shotgun.
sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium.
Cesium. Clear? Children, you have to learn this. They'll ask you the properties of each and every group elements. Next, coming to second group elements. Second group elements are called as alkaline earth metals. Okay, so why are they called as alkaline earth metals? Alkaline means again, they also dissolve in water. They form hydroxides which dissolve in water, which are soluble in water. So calcium plus water, what we will get?
Ma'am, CaO.
CaO plus H2. CaO
What
plus
we will
H2.
get?
Very good, Ambai.
Yes,
What
thank you,
will we
Toshit.
get?
CaO.
Ma'am, CaO plus H2.
Yes, they form hydroxides. I told you they form hydroxides which are soluble in water. What is the formula of the hydroxide of calcium?
CaOH twice.
Twice.
CaOH twice.
CaOH twice.
Right? Why? What is electronic configuration? General electronic configuration is the last valence electron will be having 2 electrons. So last valence shell will be having 2 electrons. Right? So the valency will be 2. Did you all remember that? Writing electronic configuration. For magnesium, what is electronic configuration? Magnesium atomic number is 12. What will be electronic configuration?
282.
282, right? So they will lose the 2 electrons to form to get stable octet configuration. So they always tend to, yes.
Radium is radioactive metal.
Yes, radium is radioactive metal. So the elements, the second group elements are called as alkaline earth metals. All these elements are having 2 electrons in their valence shell. Therefore, their valency is +2. They are also electropositive in nature. And what is the positive ion they form? They form +2. So what are the elements? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, and barium.
We have to
ma'am, we
learn
have
in
to learn
order.
this as well.
Yes, you have to learn the order as well. You have to learn that you have to by heart these elements as it is. Because they'll ask you, keep them in the increasing order, decreasing order. They'll ask like that. So what are the second group elements? Beryllium.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, if they ask in increasing order, then radium will be first, no?
Yes, generally, as I told you, the last group element will be the last element will be excluded because it is radioactive.
So,
We
ma'am,
will take up
if they
the
ask,
barium.
so if they ask increasing order, we start from barium, and decreasing order, we start from beryllium.
Yes. beryllium, magnesium, calcium,
Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium,
strontium, barium, and radium. Now, why are they called as
beryllium,
alkaline
magnesium,
earth
calcium.
metals? Children will see the
Because
reason
they are
why they are.
natural.
Sorry.
Because they are naturally found.
All elements are naturally found. Even first group elements are also naturally found. Up to 92 elements, all are
Ma'am, they're
naturally
found in the crust.
Yes, these are mostly found in the earth crust. Generally, they are in form of minerals. Most of the minerals contain magnesium and calcium as one of the constituents. For example, all this limestone. Can anyone tell what is the formula of limestone? The marble which we get. Marble is also one of the
CaCO3.
mineral.
CaCO3.
Yes, marble is CaCO3, right? Yes.
Ma'am, chalk also.
Sorry.
Chalk.
Chalk or marble.
Chalk.
The calcium.
Chalk is also
carbonate.
a form of
Yes. So generally they are the main constituents of all the minerals which are found in the earth crust. Therefore, they are called as alkaline earth metals. So here we have to understand the valence electrons are 2. Therefore, the valence is also 2. They are electropositive, but the electropositive nature is compared to first group element, they are less. Compared to first group elements, the electropositive nature or the tendency to react, the chemical reactivity will be less when compared to first group elements. Okay, and the properties, they all are solids. They are generally silver colored solids and more denser than alkali metals. So children, as we move from left to right, the reactivity from compared to first group and second group, the reactivity decreases, whereas density, the heaviness will increase. Clear? So this is about the second group elements. Now coming to, sorry, the reactivity decreases.
Ma'am, what decrease?
Reactivity, chemical reactivity decreases. Okay. Next, coming to the 17th group elements, they are called as halogens. Why are they called as halogens? Halo means not Halloween. Halo means it is salt. Generally, they form ionic salts, right? Sodium chloride, sodium fluoride, sodium bromide. All the salts, generally they form ionic salt with all the metals. Therefore, they occur as salts in the combined state. Therefore, they are called as halogens. Clear? Okay. Always remember, whenever the word gen, Gen is there, that means it is a gas. That their individual sustaining will be.
What is AT?
Sorry.
What is AT? The last element.
Astatine.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever
We
there
have
is.
to learn that.
Yes. At least you have to learn up to iodine. No need to learn astatine. Learn up to iodine. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Generally, whenever there is the word gen, that means it is a gas. It exists as gas. Okay, oxygen. That is the reason we will discuss the 6 other group elements. 16th group elements are called as chalcogens. All that. Okay, so 17th group elements are called as halogens. They form salt-like substances with almost all the metals, and the characteristic color of these gases is very important. So whenever fluorine gas releases, we will see the characteristic color will be observed. So there is one more chapter in your grade 9 practical chemistry. Okay, so completely you have to be thorough with the color of the characteristic gas or the characteristic color of the substance. Clear? So chlorine will be, what is the color of chlorine gas? It will be green color, greenish color gas. Bromine, as you all know, bromine is the
Brown. exception.
Liquid non-metal. The non-metal which exists as liquid at room temperature is bromine. Remember, in your grade 7, you will study in your first chapter. Sorry, in the second chapter, metals and non-metals. What is the liquid metal?
Mercury.
Yes, liquid metal is mercury. Liquid non-metal is
Bromine.
bromine. So note down this. The only non-metal which exists as liquid at room temperature is bromine. It exists as a reddish brown color. And iodine will be purple color. Iodine is a purple color solid. And even iodine gas also will be liberated as purple color only. So all the 17th group elements, they are non-metals. They have 7 valence electrons. And what is their nature? Are they electronegative or electropositive?
Negative.
Electronegative in nature. Why? Because they has a tendency to accept electron. So I repeat again, the tendency to lose electron is called as electropositive nature, and the tendency to gain electron to complete its octet is called as electronegative nature. So since they are having 7 valence electrons, they require only 1 electron to complete their octet. So they always tend to accept 1 electron. Clear? And the reactivity, the most reactive non-metals are halogens. Clear, children? So remaining we'll discuss in the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
class.
Okay, ma'am.
Clear? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.